Hello, everyone. We got some fed. It's time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of power. That's right, I got power, which is not something I had the last time I tried to play this game. In case you're new here, no, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're watching this on Twitch, and you were watching last stream, you may notice that I was in the middle of a race that suddenly stopped. That's because all the power went out in the place. Everything. If you're watching on YouTube, the last thing I said to you was, yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, and but if you're on Twitch, stick around. Well, I didn't. You had stuck around, but anyway. Yeah, my power went out. I don't think I lost anything. I was about to do this very long race. And I started to do the very long race. And I got like 10 minutes, I think, into it. And then suddenly, everything went down. The power went out in the place. And it wasn't just here. Because I got a text from my internet provider saying, oh, well, our service is off in your area. And like, yeah, everything's off in my area. My roommate's data on her phone was down. So there was some problem there, but on my phone the data still was up, so I could go on the web and look at the get the status. I was able to send a text to the power company. They said, yep, power's down everywhere, because you never know. I live in an apartment building. It might be that, some main, I checked my circuit breakers in the apartment. It could be some main went out. But, no, everything went down. So, but it's back up. It's been back up for a week. I haven't played for a week. I'm very rusty, I'm sure. But, we got to do this race. So let's go do this race. It's 3 laps around this course. It's going to be a good, 45 minutes or more, so probably more actually. It's going to be 3 laps. It's going to be rainy. It's going to look yucky because of the motion blur probably, but we'll do it. We'll get it done. Fortunately, when it crashed, it doesn't look like I lost anything. It didn't record that I had actually started the race yet, which is what I was concerned about. But I'm not warmed up at all. So this will be fun. I got no time to warm up now. Starting to stream late as it is for other reasons. I don't need to get into. Oh. Don't grab a drink when it's a mass start. Okay. Here we go. I can beat these guys. I can beat them. No, I can't. Yeah, so, yeah, if you're not doing well in the race, the lesson is, if you're not doing well in the race and you want to restart the race, just, flip the circuit breaker and set all your power down. No, I never did find out. I was trying to find out what it was. And, I never did find out what it was, what happened. It's not like there wasn't a storm here or anything. Just the power just all went down in some area. Obviously a wide enough area that affected not just me, but also, affected the service for the internet service and the cell service and stuff. So, but it came back up in about 3 hours. I think it was something like that, 4 hours maybe. So whatever it was, they got it fixed. And I'm listening very closely for audio warbles, because I had bad audio warbles earlier this week on a stream. I Everything sounds pretty good right now, but I'm going to have to turn my monitor up a little bit because I can't hear it very well. The games sound warbled in my ears a little bit because this game has some audio issues of its own. But the stream audio sounds fine. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Oh, okay, well, that gives me an opportunity to turn my monitor up a little. If you people, I've said this before, if you chat at me and I'm in the middle of a race, I'm not going to be able to see it because I'm my monitor, I don't have a second monitor in front of my eyeballs. I've got a tablet down at my side here that I can't see unless I look away from the screen. So if I wreck, then I can, you know, take a quick look. Oh, I heard a little audio warble there. Hold on. Hopefully things are good. Oh, things are good. Very disappointed in, you know what? I'm not getting, hold on a second. Okay, let's see if I'm getting a notification. Yeah, I wasn't getting notification that my audio, my party chat was on. Audio might be a little bit more stable now. Oh, these technical issues. Streaming is hard. If you watch this on YouTube and you're used to people with finely polished, you know, well-edited YouTube videos, that's not what streaming is like. And these are replays from streams on Twitch. Twitch.tv/RollKingDenverTV. If you want to come watch me make a fool of myself in real time, well, on 20-second delay time. Whoa, whoa. Yes, unfortunately, technical issues plague. And with modern technology, you would think, I don't know. It's amazing that I can even stream from the Xbox out to Twitch. Yeah, the Twitch app has issues. The Twitch app on Xbox has issues. There's a workaround for it, but the workaround doesn't always work. It's a mess. I actually pay money to be able to do this for the overlays and everything. The overlays work great. I'm getting my money's worth. It's a very small amount. Ugh. Oh, I can't imagine 3 laps of it. Well, I can't imagine 3 laps of those. Gotta get through the race. Can't progress in the season. I suppose since I'm going to finish last in the race anyway, most likely, unless everyone ahead of me like falls over 10 times and can't get back up. There's never DNFs. There's never did not finish retired disqualifications like there is in say Dirt Rally 2, which I was playing a couple Saturdays ago. Yeah, I was running out of Isle of Man content. I got to get this edited and up pretty quickly here because I missed a week because first week of the month I played Dirt Rally 2, and then last week with the crash, I only got 2 hours in instead of my usual 3. So, but I'm good. Everything's good. This will go out on time, and I don't know exactly when this is going to go out, but I don't think it's going to be after, maybe it will be after the first Saturday of the new month. And so I will mention that the first Saturday of May is going to be my mid-spring 12-hour marathon stream. This might go out after that. So if this is going out after, I think May 5th, something like that. I don't know what date it is. May something. May something or other. Sorry for all the throat clearing again. My allergy pills, I just take them before I stream on the weekends. And yeah, they don't even kicked in yet. It's allergy season is in full bloom, as it were. Although I have allergies I have seasonal allergies all 4 seasons. I'm going to try to accelerate it, but I am going to do all 10 seasons that I said I was going to do in this game originally. Pretty sure. Mostly I don't have anything else picked out yet. I had another game that I thought I was going to play, but it turned out I did not at the last minute. I do have another game I want to play. Well, I have a couple other games I want to play after this, but neither of them have been on sale. I can't afford games unless they're on sale. One of them is like $70 or something, and it's an older game, a couple years old, but one's another motorcycle racing game and one's a auto racing game. So I'm hoping one of those go on sale by the time I finish this, before I finish my 10 seasons, because I'm not doing more than 10 seasons. I've had so little success with this game, even though I'm playing on the lowest difficulty level. It's pretty discouraging. I have people stop in every so often in the stream or watch the video, but nobody's left a comment in a long time that said, "Man, you stink." I'm like, yeah, I know I stink. I think people have. The word has gotten out, folks. The word on the internet has gotten out that if you're looking for someone to entertain you with their skill, this is not the guy. I guess people don't really read titles. I have it says Clown Career Playthrough on both my title and my YouTube video. My title of the YouTube video, the thumbnail of the YouTube video, the title of the on the Twitch stream all say Clown Career, and you would think that would give people a tip. And I'm not doing very well, but so I don't get, but I still used to get complaints. I don't get complaints anymore. I haven't in a long time. It's not like I get a lot of complaints. Not like I get a lot of compliments either. But this game is definitely my least watched. Far more people watch my Dirt Rally 2, which I'm a lot more successful at, racing, and SnowRunner and Civilization 6. And I just started a new Civilization 6 game. And since I don't know when this is coming out exactly, I won't give any spoilers how the last game went. You have to go on my YouTube channel and find out. If you're watching this, you may not care about Civilization, but you know, maybe. I had somebody stop into a Civilization stream, a few months back now. And they were actually really into motorcycle racing. And I mentioned on stream, yeah, I play this racing game. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if they ever watched any videos or whatever. Only stopped into my stream once. So some people that are watching the racing content may very well be into watching Silla's. I stream. I know if I cared about the success of my channel, I would pick one game and just stick to it. A very popular game like Minecraft. I streamed a lot of Minecraft, played a lot of Minecraft. Really got annoyed at the game, the makers of the game. Over the course of years, you know, their quality is really bad, and other decisions they made, not happy with, and so, you know, I finally had enough of the game. I've uninstalled it. There's still plenty of Minecraft content on my channel if you're interested. Have my own little Let's Play world. I've got the world backed up, but everything else is gone. I had Realm that I canceled and deleted the game, uninstalled the game from everywhere. So I got a world file somewhere, but I doubt if it's ever going to be opened up anywhere, because I won't be able to open up unless I open it up in a newer version, which I can't, which I hate. So the version of Minecraft that's on, well, it's on all platforms, but the older traditional version of Minecraft, the Java, they call it the Java edition, is only available on PC and also like Mac and Linux, if they're even still keeping those up. But those versions, you can roll back and play earlier versions. But they don't do that with the tablet version or the console versions, or the what they call the Bedrock version on PC. You can't do that. You can't play an older version of the game. All you can play is the current version. And so if they change something, and which they've done, and taken away features and stuff, or made things harder, because everybody wants to make games harder. Minecraft is not a competitive game. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to make it harder. It's okay. It's not like it's a sequel that's harder either. It's just updates to the same game, which is great. I love that they keep updating the game, which is one of the appeals of the game, is, oh, you're going to get all these free updates, whether you want them or not. Because the updates aren't just adding things to the game. When they start subtracting things from the game, that's when I'm out. And you can't go back and play earlier versions. Plus, the quality of the game is just horrible. It's always been horrible. I watched somebody that was doing a, that does stand-up math, is the guy. I think I might have mentioned this on stream before. It might have even been this game I was playing. He, because I do a lot of commentary in this, life commentary in this game, because, you know, I'm just driving. Not really, nothing really to comment on the racing game. Yeah, I'm turning left now, and then I'm turning right. Anyway, he was somebody, he's a mathematics guy, but he's very funny. For a mathematics guy, I guess you'd say. But he was commenting something mathematical in the game he was commenting on. I'm talking about Minecraft, because she just jumped in and all this conversation. And somebody, to read the information, he read a bug report that explained why certain things didn't work the way they had thought. It was a mathematical puzzle as to why it worked this way. Why certain numbers failed when other numbers were successful. And the reason it failed on those numbers because there was a bug. And the bug report was from like 2017 or something. He goes, oh, nice to see they're on it. Like, yeah, that's the way they've always been. They're on it. More important to add new features. And then the worst part is as far as their quality control, they have a terrible, horrible software management practices. And you know that when things are fixed and then they're broken again, the exact same bug shows up again the next version, because they'll fix one version, but then they don't properly integrate those fixes into the next version because terrible software management issues. It's an old independent company that was really fly by the seat of your pants, and then Microsoft bought them out. And I guess part of the deal was they couldn't get rid of the old management. The main owner, he left. He took his money and left. $1 billion. Like. But the head of development, took his money and didn't run, and I guess they can't get rid of him, or they don't want to get rid of him, because he's not a good guy. He's not a competent software manager. They don't run a competent software development organization. And this is coming from a guy that's been in software development. I'm retired now, but been in software development for decades. And product development. I know all about bugs and how to keep them all fixed for good. Used to help manage that kind of thing. Anyway, the other thing about the two versions of Minecraft is the original version was a Java version. This guy is a Java developer, and he doesn't have any professional development training. He just picked up Java along the way. And so very seat of the pants, and he doesn't understand that what's now the main version, the traditional version, the Java version, is out there, but he's also in charge of the development for all the versions, including the non-Java version, the newer version, which is written in C++. Oh, I almost saved it! And he doesn't realize that Java development and C++ development are different beasts, and you can't just throw features in on the last minute on the Java edition and expect them to be done with any kind of quality for the C version, C++ version. So their solution to that is to throw in 10 times more programmers than the C version or whatever, which only makes things worse. You can't coordinate efforts among 100 people. Software development is what they mathematically refer to as a complex system, which is that as features grow, the amount of effort grows non-polynomially. It grows, not just doesn't grow linearly, but non-geometrically. It grows exponentially, more difficult. So, yeah, you can't just throw more people in on it and expect them to get it done in the same amount of time. It's not like you're digging a ditch. Anyway, so the quality's terrible, and their integration processes are terrible, and they seem to have been taken over by somebody that new features have been turned over to a guy that he got a job there because he used to do, in the Java version, you've got access to like the source code and stuff, and he would do, his claim to fame was that he did mods, user mods, which, as you might imagine, user mods aren't usually done by professional software developers either. Because it's just done by fans of the game, you know. They're not working in a professional development organization. So, plus, mods are way more complicated than the base game, and that's what the modding community likes. So he comes in as a modder, and he adds a bunch of features that are not... There's a reason why mods aren't in the base game. Usually it's because it's something completely added to the game that isn't necessarily follows the same feel, the motif, you know, that changes the character of the game a lot. And so they want to keep at least the character of their game the same. If they add some new things, it's just little tiny tweaks here and there. And, you know, we're talking Minecraft, so maybe a new mob, you know, that kind of thing. And, but yeah, so this guy's come in and he added a bunch of things that just really changed the nature of the game. And you can't avoid them. You can't go back and play an earlier version in the Bedrock version. I don't even think the Java developers realize you can't go back and play an earlier version of the game. You know, because the Java version has been out for 10 years or more, and you could always go back and, you know, you didn't like some change, you just don't play with the change. You play with an earlier version, but they're so messed up. I finally had enough. I'd quit the game a few times in the past, but then came back to it because it's a really good game, or at least it was a really good game. It's a really good idea. The base game is really good, but and depending on how you play, if all you play is there's two basic modes to play. There's survival mode and creative mode. In creative mode, you don't have to find materials to build things, whatever. Most people, I think, have a general idea what Minecraft is like. You get raw materials in the world and then use it to build certain items. And then some people are really into some people are really into the adventure process and fighting monsters and stuff like that in order to get these resources and just exploring and stuff. But then some people aren't into adventuring and exploring and killing monsters. They just want to build things with all these cool resources, like, you know, different wood types and things like that. They're about the building aspect, not about the adventuring aspect. I was always in the adventuring aspect. I was never very good at, well, because I never really cared about making, you know, really highly creative 3D structures and things. And if you play in survival mode, you don't have access to all those things unless you go out and find them. Whereas if that's what you're into, a lot of people play in creative mode. So the people that play in creative mode don't even notice changes to the game, to the survival aspect of the game, because they just say, oh, we've got new blocks now, that's cool. The nature of the game doesn't change if all you're adding is new block types. Plus, I mean, the performance of the game is absolutely horrific. Even the C version performs a lot better. To play the Java version, you need to upgrade your computer more often than you would playing a game like this, which has, you know, really amazing graphics to it. The graphics are not amazing in a big block building game. And the Java version is just awful. Java is a terrible programming language for performance. Java is really a language for prototyping. I mean, like, people use Python now for that kind of thing. You know, rapid prototyping, small, I've got specific problems I need to solve and I don't care. You know, business software was really popular, written in Java not long back. I programmed a lot in Java as well as a bunch of other languages. Because business software doesn't really have to be highly optimized usually. But things like video games really need to be highly optimized, which is why they created a new version built in C++, which would be highly optimized if they were given the time to actually develop it right. Anyway, so yes, this is my video. I should clip this out and post it on my YouTube channel. Why I don't play Minecraft anymore. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of the older Minecraft players that become big back in the day on YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. They don't play the game anymore either. some people just play adventure maps in Java that they can play in an earlier version of the game. But yeah, and adventure maps, you don't have to include any kind of and you don't have to include any kind of features that you would find in the base in a changed version of the game. Even if you play in a newer version of the game, it's compatible with a newer version. In an adventure map, it's a custom map. You can't change the map. How do I put it? You don't get randomly generated things in a custom map. They're all placed by the map creator. So you don't get random monsters appearing in places to keep you from this particular item that you need for this, that, or the other. I don't know how well I'm explaining the game to people that have never seen Minecraft. It's hard to imagine a lot of people out there have never seen or heard of Minecraft. It's been around, and it's overtook Tetris for the most popular game, quote unquote popular game of all time. A couple years back, it overtook Tetris. I don't know how they measure popularity, number of sales probably. On all platforms, because you can get a better idea of documenting how many people play Minecraft currently on servers and things like that, but you can't. And in Minecraft, you have to have a particular an account to play Minecraft. Either originally it had to be a Mojang account, original makers of the game, and they converted all those accounts over to Microsoft accounts, but you have to register in order to buy the game and to play the game. And so if you play multiplayer at all, you're going to get it. They can track how many people on multiplayer areas actually play. So yeah, it's going to be just about exactly 45 minutes, I think, for this race. 2/3 of the way done. Not quite 2/3 of the way done, and not quite half an hour playing this particular race. But lots of other games I don't play anymore, just because I've got through the career and things like that. Lots of other racing games. Gravel, Dirt 5 on my YouTube channel. What else have I played? I can't think of. Forza Horizon, that's not like a career thing. That I stopped playing too for different reasons. So I play other games during my mid-season marathon as well, which is, as I mentioned earlier, coming up. First Saturday in, let's try to remember all the months. February, May, August, November? Yes, November. Every 3 months. The first weekend of the month, how do I put this? The season usually starts around the 20th of a month, and it runs for 3 months. So 1.5 months after the 20th of 1 month puts it at the first week or so of the month before it's about to end. So summer starts in late June, So the first week of May is the month, would be the middle of that season. Anyway, middle of the season, mid-season, that's what mid-season means. It's the mid-spring marathon. It goes from 12 noon till 12 midnight U.S. Central Time on Twitch. And by the time this comes out, hopefully I will have published on my YouTube community page some sort of itinerary. But I don't know. Every time I try to think, well, let's see, what games do I want to play? It takes me forever to decide because I want to keep it kind of flexible. Whatever I'm in the mood for, basically, for 12 hours. I know it's going to start with Dirt Rally because I've been playing that every marathon. So I play that every first week of the month. Throughout 2024, I'll be playing Dirt Rally. Because they're, because I do the series on the official Dirt Rally Club, official Dirt Club on Dirt Rally 2.0. And amazingly enough, even though there's a new game out, amazingly enough, they still published a new official club posted for 2024. I'm guessing this is going to be the last one, but I thought that 2023 was going to be the last one too, and it published a new one for 2024, so yay. I do not have a separate playlist just for official club seasons. I should do that. My Dirt Rally playlist on YouTube has got over 500 some videos on it, maybe 600 by now. But I have it sorted in reverse chronological order, so you don't have to scroll back too far to see the latest ones. But what it means is if you want to binge, say the 2024 season, it's harder to binge. But I started streaming Dirt Rally 2 and posting videos on Dirt Rally 2. So after 3 years, I'm still posting videos for Dirt Rally 2. Which is nice. It's a great game. I watched Steve Andrews Gaming, shout out to him, video just yesterday. He still posts videos for Dirt Rally 2. His are much better produced because they're just videos that I stream. So if you want to watch competent racing on a video that's well produced, you can go there instead. But yeah, most people that play, all my friends that were playing Dirt Rally 2, almost none of them play Dirt Rally 2 anymore. They all play the EA Sports WRC because that's the official FIA designated federal. FIA is Federal International Automotive Association or something. It's French. It's a French acronym. I don't know what it stands for. But it's the governing body for racing, including motorcycle racing. And the rally racing, which is on dirt, if you don't know anything about rally racing, in cars, on dirt, is the WRC, the World Rally Championship. And the maker of Codemasters made the game, and then Codemasters bought out by Electronic Arts. And during the same year that they were bought out, they also negotiated a license to the official game for the World Rally Championship. Whereas they used to do rally racing. It was the best rally racing game out there, but it wasn't the official WRC game. Somebody else made the official WRC game, which people did not like as much. It wasn't as clean and well developed and that sort of thing. you almost never saw professional rally racers with their tremendous rigs at home with motion detectors and wraparound monitors or VR and stuff like that. They played Dirt Rally too. They didn't play the older WRC games. But once Electronic Arts get a hold of something, you got to worry about what's going to happen to it. And I was fully expecting that once they got the license of WRC, it was going to be one of those, oh, you have to pay $70, $80 every year for essentially the new game over again, because every year it's like a subscription service game, because we want to add new drivers, the official drivers or the official whatever, the new football player teams, the new basketball team stats. We want to add their official stats for this year, but we're not going to just sell you a stats pack upgrade. We're going to sell you the entire new game over again, because we know if you're into NFL football, John Madden football, you're going to be willing to pay $100 every year for the exact same game with just different stats. So I was afraid they were going to ruin it, but so far, at least the first iteration, they're not selling it as WRC 24 or whatever. They're selling it as just EA Sports WRC. So hopefully they won't ruin it, but I think eventually they will start releasing season packs. It probably was just already so far in development, because Dirt Rally 3 had been deeply into development by the time this deal went through, so it took a while to release the version because they had to change assets and stuff, so they had the official WRC logo, and I don't know if they changed any of the tracks or anything to be more realistic, true to life. But changing any driver stats is easy, because that takes like no effort at all, and by comparison to like modeling new courses and changing the engine and adding quality of life and gameplay features, that actually takes time. Merely changing the driver stats is just taking one file or a series of data files and taking them out and putting new ones in, which you can probably auto-generate from whatever data is available. So yeah, I think it's a travesty that software like John Madden Football or EA, and the only one that does it, 2K does the same thing with their basketball games, that every year they come out with a new version and people buy it because they're into those sports. I mean, a lot fewer people are into rally racing, so maybe they figure it's not justified. They wouldn't sell as many. Codemasters themselves, with F1 racing, they would come out with a new version every year for $60 or $90, whatever it is, with nothing new except maybe one new track, if the official races, and also with one less track if a track was, so you better you want to drive on this older track, this older race course, you better make sure you buy all the older versions, and you can't go back and buy them, because we're going to pull them from the market. We're going to pull them from Steam and PlayStation, Xbox, and wherever else, from the stores. We're going to pull them from all the stores after a year, so that you're forced to buy the new version. So you got to keep up. You got to buy it every year, otherwise you won't have access to those drivers and those driver stats and those. That's a complete rip-off. I buy F1 I have bought F1 every 5 years. So we'll see next year in 25 whether I buy that version or not. But I have 2010, 2015, and 2020. And I've got, as far as motorcycle racing, I've got MotoGP 2020. And I might buy 2025, but I'm not going to buy it before then. And I figure every 5 years gives them time to actually improve the game or change the game, add new features to the game. So you're not paying $100 just for a new data file that can be automatically generated and dropped into the code. Change some graphics on the quote unquote box, and that's about it. Anyway, so far, Electronic Arts. Again, probably because the WRC is not as popular as some of the other sporting organizations. They have not done that. I told people in the community, the Dirt Rally 2 community, that I was not planning on getting the new game if it was going to be like a yearly title thing. I wasn't going to get it. I'll get it maybe in 25. And some of them were shocked because of how much I was into it. You know, streaming the game and everything. Playing it every day. I played Dirt Rally 2, oh no, every day for many, many months. Bought it the day it came out. Pre-ordered it because I love Dirt Rally 1 so much. And I've gotten to see the new game now. I think it's pretty slick. Of course, it launched with a bunch of bugs, but I think that's been cleared up some. You can't really blame the programmers from that. That's like I said earlier in the stream, software development is a mathematically complex system. And so, every time you add something new to a software program, you have to change all the links to, you know, that new thing within every place else in the software system. So, if you are actually releasing a new game and not just a new data file, you couldn't possibly release a new game every year. So the thing about the bugs is because it is hard to predict how long it's going to actually take to develop something because it's a complex system. And so that's why you hear about in the software industry crunch time and abusive asset creators, artists and things, and abusive programmers making them work 16-hour days or more because and not get paid extra for it, of course. Because, well, we got to get this product out. We got to get the product out because we promised a particular release date before we knew how long it was going to take to develop. Because that's the way the industry is. You're expected to know when something's going to be released before you could reasonably know when it's going to be released. So you end up releasing it with not as many features as you said you were going to have, or you release it full of bugs, and then people complain, and it's like, well, what do you... Do you want it when it's ready, or do you want it when we guessed it was going to be ready? And we can't guess it's going to be ready at a reasonable time because, you know, our competitors are saying that we can have this software done in a month, even though it's going to take 2 years. And so we can't tell you, we can't be honest with you, or you never would, you know, in terms of business software, you would never buy it. You wouldn't make any money if we were honest with you about when it might be ready. Because it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. But in the games industry, you don't have that issue. You have the issue of press. You gotta make a buzz. You gotta make a buzz about, oh, a new game's coming out. Oh, when's it coming out? Oh, you announce it at E3 or whatever it is. I don't keep up with those kind of things. You gotta make a buzz. You can't wait too long to make a buzz about the game coming out until you actually know when it's gonna come out, because people will forget about it. They'll move on to other games. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Because the general public, and especially the business managers and the salespeople and the press, does not understand that software development is a complex system. I love id Software. They had a philosophy always that said the game will be ready when it's ready. When is Quake coming out? When it's ready. When is Quake 2 coming out? When it's ready. They would never commit to a date until they knew it was ready. Anyway, it's 20 years ago. More than that now. Well, look at how I did. About how I figured I was going to do, which is last place. I got 3 seconds of penalties. I don't know. I have no idea how. Probably cutting corners that I was just out of control, but they gave me a penalty for it. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, looking at the gap, about what I expected. 5th place is 27 seconds behind the leader, less than half a minute, and I was 7 1/4 minutes behind the leader. Yeah. I'm playing on the easiest difficulty level, but TT Isle of Man 3 is ridiculously hard compared to 1 and 2. Which is why I've been threatening to just quit playing it for a long time. I can go back to playing 2. I don't see anybody online playing TT Isle of Man 3 either, doing a career of it, because whole new software development team, and they just made it too difficult. Some people can play it, but it's so ridiculously hard. Not hard to handle and things like that. The handling model you can turn down, but trying to beat the AI skill is, really ridiculously hard. Even for people better than me. Anyway, let's hit the continue button, and I'll still get my 8 reward points and my 1,300 experience points. And let's first thing, turn off this weather. Okay, good. And that's going to do it then for this YouTube episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll come back and do the qualifier for the next race, which is going to take, it's a full circuit again. How many laps? Info. Click, figure out what button to press for the info. Oh, that's right. It's a qualifier event. So I only need to do 1 lap. And I think this is the shortest course, only about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. So I'll be able to do another race after this, I think. Otherwise, I'll come back and I'll do some of these challenges that I haven't done. Some of these might actually be finished. I can get credits on. Oh, look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 active ones. I don't see... Oh, and a grayed out one, so I should be getting credits for this one. I'll check that out. Yeah, that's a lot. I've been in here not too long ago. There's only been like 2 active ones. All right, folks. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in 2-3 minutes. If you are watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode will be out on the next episode of Old Man Complains. Will be out on Saturdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, I will see you then.